Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So by now you know that we are officially expecting mini M number 1. We are so excited. So today it's a little bit complicated because I'm either 5.5 weeks or I'm almost at the end of my 5th week. I'm not sure. There's a couple of different dates that I'm kind of like juggling around. So obviously once we go to the doctor, have our official appointment, they are able to measure the baby and everything, then we'll know where exactly we are, but that's kind of the estimate. So I decided that I wanted to start sharing with you guys weekly updates, and obviously you will be watching these in the future once we told our family and friends and all of that good stuff, but I wanted to really have a place to document this journey and to share with you guys kind of what's going on, how I'm feeling, and be able to look back on these and look at what my journey was with our little one. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I have a series of questions that I'm going to be answering each week. I got these questions off of Brianna Kay's video, and I'll link hers below as well, that she did her whole pregnancy series with her little one. So it was really nice to see her answer the same questions week in and week out and see how things changed. So let's go ahead and jump into the questions. Okay guys, so question number 1 is how far along are you? And like I said, I'm either 5.5 weeks or I'm at the very end of my 5th week, so 5 weeks and 6 days. We'll know in a couple of weeks when we see the doctor. Total weight gain. So this is kind of unfortunate, but I had to really let myself go before we actually conceived, which is really funny. It was kind of just like this 6-week period where I just was like done like watching what I was eating. I was like kind of haphazard on like working out and all that stuff. So I am a little bit heavier than I usually am. I weighed about 150 when I found out, which was last week, so almost a week ago. Well, that's where I was. So I haven't weighed myself since, but I imagine that I'm going to be actually losing a little bit of weight first before I start gaining baby weight, just because like I said, I'm just like kind of carrying extra weight, and I started eating better over the past couple of weeks, so we'll see how that goes, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do for baby. So maternity clothes, no I am not, and I'm looking for all the maternity clothes hacks that I possibly can so I don't have to buy a whole new wardrobe unless I absolutely need it. Ugh. So stretch marks, no. How are you sleeping? So this is actually really funny because I was sleeping really well. I was very, very tired, and so I've been sleeping like through the night, like knocking out. But last night I actually woke up twice. I went to sleep about like 10, and then I woke up around 2, and then I woke up actually before my alarm went off at 5:15 again, and I kind of snoozed it for a little bit, but I woke up and like was fully awake, and that was really weird. So I'm sleeping like a little bit, I'm getting like a little bit uncomfortable just because I read that it's not good to sleep on your back once you are pregnant, so I've been trying to sleep on my side, and then I feel like when I realize that I'm on my back in the middle of the night, I kind of freak out and wake up and roll over. So it's been a process, but it's definitely interesting. Best moment this week? Well, let's see. I think probably it's going to be tomorrow. I actually have a phone appointment with my doctor tomorrow. So just to get some questions answered and to make sure that things are like on the right track and that nothing's like abnormal, and to get a date set for my first ultrasound. So that's going to be probably the best moment. And honestly, like another best moment is just like coming home at the end of the day, and my husband is like so excited. We're not telling anyone about our pregnancy until Christmas. So we haven't been able to like even talk about it in our own home because of our teenager. So we're keeping it totally secret from everyone and anyone. And actually I have another best moment. Last night we were at a meeting, like a leadership meeting at our church, and we did an anointing like time, and our pastor prayed over us, and he called us up, and he actually called up the like the pastoral team and like the staff, and just was kind of praying for people like individually, and he came over to us, and obviously no one knows that we're pregnant, but my husband has been asking people to pray and to telling people that we're wanting to take this step and to start a family. And our pastor said, like prayed over us, and he said, Lord, bless this baby. And I was like, oh my goodness. My husband and I like went back to our table, and he was like, I haven't said anything. I was like, no, I know, but it's so crazy. So it's just really exciting that, it's like our little secret right now, but that the Lord is definitely revealing things, and that he's speaking to people, and that, this is something that is coming up in our future. So really cool. Missing anything? I am not. I actually had stopped drinking coffee in the morning a few months ago when we first started trying, because I knew that I would want to stop drinking coffee. I had stopped drinking coffee. I just kind of cut down on the amount that I was drinking. I would drink like smaller cups, and then some days I just wouldn't have it at all. And I just really got into a better habit of drinking more water more consistently. So I haven't really even missed that. I have been more tired, which I feel like if I were having a cup of coffee, it would give me a little bit of energy, but I haven't like missed it. I haven't been like craving it. So that's nice. Let's see. Any movement? No. Any food cravings? I haven't really had any food cravings other than like my usual food cravings. I don't know, I tend to like crave things. Like I'll want, you know, pizza in the middle of the week, because so we usually have pizza on Fridays. So not really anything like super specific and like random that wouldn't normally suit my taste. Anything making you queasy or sick? No, thank goodness. So I've been really fortunate. I haven't really had any nausea, which is kind of ironic because prior to actually being pregnant, I would have like kind of waves of nausea for like no reason. So that was really weird. And when that was happening, I would of course convince myself like, oh my gosh, maybe I'm pregnant, and I wasn't. So now that I am pregnant, I'm having zero nausea like whatsoever. So that's kind of interesting. Gender guess. I don't have a gender guess right now. I'm just, yeah, for a healthy baby. That's what we're wanting right now. Any labor signs? No. Any symptoms? Okay, yes. So I have definitely had symptoms. I haven't had like the normal, well, what I would say are like normal, like, oh my gosh, maybe I'm pregnant symptoms. So when we first found out, the only reason I took a test was A, I was 4 days late, and B, I was exhausted. And to me, like usually I have kind of like times, like probably every like 6 months or so, where I just get to a point where I'm like really, really tired. And I know it's just from doing everything that we do. So I'll just have kind of some times where I like take it easy, or like I'll skip like a service and sleep in a little extra or something like that. Well, this was happening consistently. Like I slept in on a Sunday, and then I didn't go to Wednesday night because I was exhausted. And then the week that I tested, I had come home both Monday and Tuesday night, came straight home and took a nap after work. So I was just like flat dead tired, and that was about week 4. So I was exhausted, and that's really the reason that I took a test, was because I was like, this is weird, like I'm not usually tired and my period hasn't come, and so maybe I'm pregnant. So that's really why I took a test. The other symptoms I've had that I've since discovered are completely normal are some like cramps. Like I've had some cramps in my, kind of in my, I don't know, like where my uterus is, I guess, and kind of up my abdomen also. So that was really happening today as I was sitting at work. I would kind of get like pains up in this area, and of course I've just read that, you know, everything's just like moving around and kind of stretching out to prepare for baby, so that's totally fine. Other than that, I think that's really it. Belly button is still in. Wedding rings are on, yay. And happy or moody most of the time. I am just happy and excited to figure out how to tell people. I already have a pretty good idea of what we want to do, but we're just really excited for that and just looking forward to it. And really, honestly, just like enjoying like knowing between my husband and I like this little secret, because I know once everyone else finds out, it's gonna be totally crazy and it's probably gonna be a little overwhelming. So it's nice to just have this time where we are just really relishing in this and talking about our plans and really what we want for this new little one and how our family's gonna change. And that's also probably what I'm looking most forward to right now, is just those changes and how things are going to be different in our family, and just to, I think, just to share the news with everybody also, because it's been a long time. We've been married for 4 years, and we haven't, you know, we really haven't gotten any like pressure from people, but you know, we are, you know, kind of a rarity in our family. Like we're married and we're young and we haven't had any kids yet. We haven't had any kids before we got married. So all of that. So I'm just really excited to see kind of how everyone reacts and what the next phase is going to look like. And also to actually like get to hear the heartbeat and have that moment with my husband also. So really looking forward to that. Alright guys, so those are all the questions. I'm going to try and sneak in a little belly shot for you now. So there you guys have it. That is our 5-week update. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you can join us on this journey and check out all of our weekly updates. Thanks, friends. I'll talk to you soon.